Hey guys, today I'm gonna talk a little bit about the new event that Wargaming is dropping on us, less than a month I think from the previous event, and they're gonna tell us a lot of extra loot boxes from the 8th of February to the 14th in this Lunar New Year event. So basically they bring a bunch of new premium tanks, but only one of them it's actually new. The rest are already the same, and you do have one of them, the reskin of the Bourasque, which is called the Miel, I think, and it's basically love type of skin, I guess. So they're gonna sell us a lot of loot boxes, together with a few decent tanks over here, like the Lis, the Gonzalo, and also the Turtle has some pretty good DPM. And also this tank that I'm not gonna call on the name because it's not good. A lot of bunch of 2D styles and some extra credits and manuals and other things that are pretty much not necessarily extremely useful, except for the credits for 1 hour. So they're gonna bring a tier 9 tank, which was so bad that they basically had to buff it before they even launched it. So the final details are not yet shown, and yeah, this is kind of the big news coming over here. Those are the stats of the new tier 9 tank, which is basically 800 HP with some good penetration, some fast shells, some average damage which is pretty standard for a tier 9, and the tank has kind of an IS-3A type of mechanic. So basically it's an auto reloading tank that fires faster the more shells you spend. It has 3 shells in, and yeah, that's basically everything that you need to know about it. The tank doesn't have any kind of armor against high penetration guns, so everything above 240 will actually go through every plate of this tank, except maybe the cheeks of the turret, but you also have some big weak points, so the tank is nothing special. The good thing, or the highlight of this event is gonna be the Bourrasque with this lovely love style, which I don't know if you do like it, but yeah, it's at least they tried, right? Right, so this is the Miel, and you do see a bunch of images over here of the tank with its ludicrously over the top style over here. So you get a lot of teddy bears, loving teddy bears or murdering teddy bears, I'm not sure which one right now. And yeah, there are a bunch of missions. They're gonna sell you 50 loot boxes per day, except if you buy 300, then you can get all the 300 in one go. And also, if you do miss one tank, then you're kind of shit out of luck, because there's a bad luck mechanic, which basically means that you're not gonna if you manage to open 50 boxes without getting a tank, you're gonna get the 50th guaranteed tank in when you buy those packs. So the problem with this, if you for example like me have already the VK75, the Turtle, and maybe the Bourrasque, and you don't really want the new style, and you're, let's say, basically only interested in the list and maybe the object 590, you're kind of shit out of luck, because you have to gamble and find those special tanks maybe in the 300 loot box. So I'm definitely not going to be participating in this event. I mean buying the loot boxes, but I'll probably do some free missions, and that's about it. And you're also gonna get a free tank, I think, the IS-2M, which is you can get it through some missions. That's gonna be a bit later, and that's gonna be one tank that I'm probably gonna go for, although I already have a bunch of IS-2s, so yeah.
Is here. Paper lanterns soar into the sky. Fireworks boom louder than tank shots. Everyone is awaiting a new beginning. When the dragon brings good fortune on its wings. On February 8th, an event dedicated to Lunar New Year will begin. It's an excellent opportunity to pick up some nice gifts. Bundles with missions for ×5 XP, and chests can bring you personal reserves, credits, Days of World of Tanks premium account, crew books, as well as many 2D styles in the spirit of the season, including 2 new ones. Just look at this. And of course, the chests may also contain premium vehicles. The highlight is the Object 590.
It's a pretty dreadful tank, and I wouldn't really consider it as an overpowered tank by any means. Maybe after they buff it enough, it's going to be a good tank, but I don't think that's good right now.
This new Tier 9 premium tank is equipped with a reverse auto-reloading system like the IS-3A. Fires 3 shells in a row and then fights with maximum efficiency without having to take a long reload. Just stay close to your target, or you might hit the festive lanterns.
Well, that basically says that it's inaccurate. So, yeah, the tank does have some really awful tank stats at this moment, and some awful... you need some things like word stabs or something like that, or rotation mechanism, or both, because this is going to be worse than the Bisonte ever was when it was introduced, and I think it's on par with the worst medium tanks that World of Tanks has, at least at tier 9. And you also, due to the fact that this tank is a big target and it doesn't really have any kind of great armor, it's gonna suffer, it's gonna be dead on arrival. Maybe you're gonna get some lucky shots on the turret, but that's about it.
The tank's sturdy turret, bouncy front armor, and 85mm sides can deflect more than firecrackers. It also has decent mobility. In the right hands, the Object 590 will be a real metal dragon. The second newcomer is a Tier 8 premium tank called Miel. It's a Bourrasque with a new look and a unique name. Fast and feisty, it's ready to deliver a few gifts before their lucky recipient can even say thanks.
Yeah, so this is the best tank from the Tier 8 bunch, and I'll show you some gameplay a bit later on of the actual Bourrasque, which is basically the same tank, just with a different skin, with teddy bears and love written all over it. So yeah.
There will also be familiar Tier 8 vehicles enjoyed by so many. Turtle Mark I, the Gonzalo, the VK7501K, and the CS52 Lease.
The CS52 Lease is actually pretty good if you're willing to fire also some gold around. So yeah, it's pretty good. It has some good gun depression, good turret armor. It's pretty mobile. It's a good tank. So you also get some different skins. Some over here it says that every 50
will contain a guarantee
chest will contain a guaranteed Tier 8 or Tier 9 vehicle. So basically it means that you need to be careful on that. The problem is that you can only buy 50 if you don't get the 50th tank or the tank that you want. You can go tomorrow or the second day, and the problem is that there's also the 300 chest box.
Number of bundles you can purchase per day is
which
limited.
Is not limited.
This limit doesn't apply to the biggest bundle, which is available one time per account. An event will also appear on the game website on February 8th, where you'll be able to complete...
I don't know, the World of Tanks starts looking a lot more like a mobile game every day, so yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Simple missions for a bunch of free rewards, useful in-game items, 2D styles, decals, and even a Tier 7 premium vehicle.
So the Tier 7 premium vehicle is the IS-2M. Okay, so we got the general gist of this, and now I'm gonna show you a little bit of the Bourrasque, and yeah, maybe show you a game, because you all know the Bourrasque, but why not? I'm gonna show some Bourrasque gameplay. So, if anyone needs to be excited by a tank, then that's the Miel or the Bourrasque. So let's go into the game. Alright, so now I'm in a game that I just played yesterday in my Bourrasque, and yeah, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what makes this little tank special. So, as you all know, the Bourrasque is a medium tank that has 2 shots in a magazine with I don't know why this bulb stays over here, but this is how the replay works. So, and yeah, the tank does reload in around 20 seconds. It has 360 alpha damage with penetration, which is not great. Then you have the shell velocity, which is decent. It only fires APCRs with both type of things, and as you can see, you can fire on the move pretty nicely. I'm gonna switch to first person view. I fired on the enemy Bourrasque over there, and I actually managed to hit him on the move. So this tank is a pretty big menace, because when it was first introduced, it could do 720 alpha damage in 2 seconds, which nobody at Wargaming thought was overpowered, so they just released it like this. And since then, the Bourrasque is a bane on everyone's existence when they want to have a game, because it just goes puff puff, and then you basically lose more than half your HP in a tire rate, or probably around half. And in some cases you basically kill an IS-3 entirely, because you also track him and yeah, do quite a bit of damage. The pen is good enough that if you find the angle on enemy tanks, you'll be able to do quite a big amount of damage. So now the tank does have, like I said, a capacity of doing 720 alpha damage. It's small, it's sneaky, it has great mobility, it has great camo, it has everything that you need from a medium tank that can go scoot, shoot, and then reposition, and then go again in 20 seconds. And basically the enemy doesn't really have the time to turn their turret, that you've already killed them. So, as you can see, this tank is basically the perfect flanker. If you can find the flank of enemy tanks, by the time they realize that something has happened, you basically shoot them, you take more than half their HP, and then you track them, and they're basically screwed. So, this is kind of standard Bourrasque gameplay. Just take a look at oblivious enemy tanks, punish their mistakes, and you can punish them with extreme prejudice. I'm pretty amazed of the fact that I actually managed to bounce a shot from the KPZ-07. Now the KPZ does punish me twice, because it has this pretty fast firing gun with some really nice DPM. And I take another big shot from the forest spirit, because I'm in a pretty big pickle over here. So I did make a few mistakes. Now I'm basically just trying to, okay, I need to focus on the forest spirit. I fire, he misses, and then basically take half or more than half of his HP. And now I'm just focusing on reloading and staying in a position that I'm not going to be focused. I got lucky with the fact that the KPZ is not firing or not looking towards me. Now I'm basically ready to fire again. So yeah, 3k damage in less than 3 minutes. Finish up the Lorraine over there. So yeah, things are looking pretty nicely. 3k damage, and I'm not firing. I haven't fired even one round of premium ammo. I fired the Centurion. I should have aimed a little bit longer, but I managed to track him. Unfortunately, it didn't do any kind of damage. I was surprised at this, but what can you do? Not every shot can go in. So, as you can see, you can abuse the terrain with the Bourrasque, because you're so small that the enemies have a pretty hard time of firing towards you. I whiff one shot, then I get the second one, I destroy again the track of another enemy tank, and this is how the Bourrasque kind of works. Yeah, more than 3k damage in a little under 5 minutes. So this battle does look like a win, because on this flank kind of helped my team to win it pretty decently. And now you can progress the game, take a bit of caution when keeping your distance from enemy tanks. And now I'm just seeing, okay, can I get 1 or 2 extra shots in? So the Bourrasque does look pretty nice even with this kind of a camo scheme that I have, or style over here. But with that love style is gonna be even more ridiculous, so I think a lot of people will just get the extra Bourrasque and they're gonna play with it, and then gonna play with the second one. Hop from one Bourrasque to another, like they did with the Scorpion and the Scorpion G's, or the Patriot and the Libertés and all of that. And of course, when you find yourself a pig, then you should always fire at the Sky Pigs. Never let the Sky Pigs do their things over there. So more than 4k damage, but this is not necessarily too special, because it's a Bourrasque, and the Bourrasque is a pretty strong tank. So I think I didn't fire any kind of gold. I'm not sure, but I think it was all with standard ammo, so yeah, it's pretty good. Now let's have a look at the final game results, and then wrap up the video. So, as you can see, the tank did quite a bit of damage, 4.2k damage, 1.350 base experience, and then a 241,000k profit. So I think that was pretty good. And yeah, that's the Bourrasque for you. You do have this lovely tank that has 360, like I said, alpha with 190 pen. Some fantastic gun traverse with good reload, good gun depression, or 6 degrees of gun depression, which is enough, especially due to the fact that you have a really low profile, so you can basically abuse a lot of position. 2k damage per minute, but basically you do 720 each time, and then you reload for 20 seconds. So that's the way you should look at it. You have a good camo, you're sneaky, you're small, you're great. To conclude, basically this event is gonna be the same as the ones for Christmas, but only worse, because you have a smaller probability of getting premium vehicles. I'm not sure about the 2D styles, but who cares about those, personal resolves and all of that. And then some premium account days, but you probably already have those from Christmas, so why bother on this event? I'm not gonna take any kind of chests, you do you. And yeah, I think I covered everything that was. The highlight of this event is gonna be the Bourrasque, maybe the Lys, and that's about it. I wouldn't bother about the Tier 9. Other than that, the YS2M is gonna be a pretty decent reward, because it's free, and you shouldn't look a gift's horse in the mouth. So yeah, on that bombshell, thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.